All right, friends, so I'm back to do a flip through of this beautiful journal that I've completed as part of the leftovers from the Lovely Lab series, and just in time for some summer traveling. All right, want to see what's inside? Stay tuned. Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. All right, so it took a while for me to complete this, and I do appreciate y'all patience as I come on back into this YouTube and Patreon space. Now, I will tell you, of the two that I completed, I honestly think it's hard to decide, but I'm actually loving the way that this turned out. So it is essentially simple on the outside. I've used some fabrics that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Okay. And what is that there? A little lint. Okay. So we've got some seam binding as a closure. I've got one of these frames. I want to say it came from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I'm not even sure where they came from. But nevertheless, I just used a little bit of distress oxide on some watercolor paper, if you can see in there. And then and then I stamped the word dream on the inside of that. And then I tucked it up underneath here and glued it down. Hopefully it'll remain secure. And then I love the frame that has this like a little bit of a vintage, a little, what is it? Almost like a 1950s feel, you know? Anyway, so there's a little closure there, seam binding. And then on it has the bead here on the closure and the, goodness, can we get that together? Imagine. So dream and imagine. And then we've got the cutest little tassel. Now underneath here is some goodies that I'm going to include in here. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But we've got a little ball pin attached. And let's see. Position that lighting a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so we've got some laces, some trims, some fabric, some twine. Baker's twine, that is. You see there's some crochet thread in there. There's a variety of different ribbons, and it's just packed full of goodness. And then it's got a couple of cute little beads in there, just a little something hidden, a little pop of goodness slid on the inside of there. So you can always take that off and use it for something else, or you can leave it on and let it dangle to your heart's delight. Now let's take a walk onto the inside. So I kept it very simple. I used some of these things you've seen me create on the channel, majority of them, let's just be honest. So just a journal card. I did not decorate every aspect because I believe that the recipient of the journal should be able to do so. This came from, if you saw one of my shorts on TikTok, I did, might have even did that on this channel. I can't remember. Anyways, I did a set of little price tags, right? And so this can be backed or used as is, written on the back of, and I just tucked that right there on the inside. Now here we have, because this is a Parisian themed, see the little Eiffel Tower there? So it's Parisian themed. And then I've got a little Eiffel Tower there, a cup of tea. I've got some French wording there, a beautiful little home, another cup of tea there. You might not be able to see that peachish color, and then there's splashes of this peachish tone for there. And on the opposite side, we have something like a wallpaper. I think that's Tim Holtz, but beautiful little vintage feel. And this is a writing board. So, you know, obviously, for those who are not familiar with what writing boards are, writing boards, you tuck them behind a page so that you can write on it in the event that the page underneath it is bumpy or lumpy or have lace and, you know, all of the things that we chunk up these journals with. So let me not get ahead of myself. Let me get you on over to the pages. All right. So here we have, make sure we're in view fully. Yep, we are. Okay. So we have front page is vellum. Lace is sewn on there. I kept that plain. Nice little cover page, I think. And I really like the way that this turned out. Now, I'm not going to go over each page. You guys will see lightly decorated along with jelly prints and oxide sprays and alcohol inks, and just bring that up for you guys to see. I really like for, if you like the overly embellished feel, you'll have plenty of space to work on and add to in here. And then I have added some items that I found on Temu. Now you guys have seen me make plenty of clusters here on the channel, in which case I still have quite a few off, just waiting to be pulled out. And of course will do so at the appointed time, such as this. And here's just a little pocket. Now, I had no intentions of putting this in here. I think I was just waiting to see, but I'm going to leave it. You know, why not? But anyway, so this is just an envelope. Actually, I probably will change that at some point. Not sure. It may stay. It may not. But it's still travel themed. So what's it going to hurt? Okay, and so we've got some ledger, some vintage ledger paper, vintage-ish looking ledger paper. Then we've got one of, I believe this is Sonia's, this pocket here comes from one of Sonia's kit. And there's the word London, A Day at Paris. And then there's the little Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. All right. And some lace. This is actually vintage lace that I picked up from a thrift store. And then I think you guys saw me do this here on the channel, where I die cut out these flowers. And I think I used, I would glue that down. I used the actual flowers that were cut out. I used those in the 3 cards that I made with the wax seals. So really good way to use up the scrap from your die cut. All right. And so then there's another, there's a flip open. You can journaling spot there. And then of course there's a pocket back there, you know. All right. And so I've got a jelly print here. This is a scrap from one of Delicia's card or paper packs. I just used that. I've used up so much of them and cut them up and used them individually throughout a variety of different projects. Now here is something like a little hidden spot where you can write, and you still have the image here, but you've got a little writing space that you can cover up and tuck a note, you know, a secret behind, if you will. And then there's a cute little admission ticket. That's actually a stamp. And then some Tim Holtz ephemera. This washi tape I've gotten Happy Mail years ago. I can't remember who sent that to me. I want to say it was Tam from Tam's Journals, or Bible journaling on a budget, which, by the way, she's back. So if you guys haven't seen her in some time, I just saw a video of hers earlier today. So head over there and check her out. And then this is some, you know, I just lightly embellished, and I don't think I need to go through everything with you guys. Here's another flip out, lightly stamped, and probably going to add a little bit more stamping to, no, I need this to be writing space. So we've got that house there. I just love that house stamp set I've got. It's adorable. And I put it on the same page as the, this is all scraps, with the exception of this. I made this ephemera from scrap paper, stamped it and splashed it and watercolored it. And then this is scrap paper here. And then this was a die. This is actually the scrap from a die cut. I actually used this is not an actual frame. So nevertheless, you guys get what I'm trying to say here. All right, moving right along. This is the center of the signature. Okay, lightly embellished. It's not done on every page. You're more than welcome to do so, but I do believe that if it's yours, then you're going to want to do that for yourself. Now, each one of both of the journals both have a little paper clip with some goodies on the inside. I'm not going to take it out, but this one has, it's just ledger paper made into a little envelope, in which case the paper clip is attached to the back securely so that you can slide it and to keep it in the journal and use your ephemera at your leisure. Okay, so bring that up so you can see that. And there's a handful of ephemera in there for whoever the recipient or purchaser is. Okay, all right, so let's close that up. And then this is a scrap from actually from you know what, I probably should just take that off. I'm almost at the end. All right, more clusters you've seen me do right here on the channel. Okay, here's the other side of that pocket. I probably need to, yes, I will create a, here we go. Yeah. All right, let's just take care of that little situation, you know, get that done and over with. Just a little, you know, we work on the fly, you know. If I don't do it now, I'll probably forget. Y'all don't mind, do you? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's get the other side. And moving right along. See, that was painless, right? Okay, so now we've got a few more pages here, some more jelly prints and scrap coffee dyed planner paper. Listen, don't throw, you know, if you got a planner or, you know, a calendar, things like that, and there's always pages you don't use because, you know, you don't always go through all of them, but put it off to the side. The coffee dye it, even if it has a little bit of writing on it, you can always jelly print on top of that. Okay, if you can't coffee dye, then you can always jelly print. Anyways, all right, so here we have a journal tag from one of my kits. I want to say it is from the Coupled with Love kit, and I just used some of the scrap from here, from the actual cover or something like that, fabric, and use that as a belly band here. Really cute. And then we've got that, and then we have one of my favorite cards. I think you guys saw me make this on here. And then here's another little cluster. Here's one of those florals that I put. Now in the back, there's two more journaling cards. You know, and this is not fully vintaged out, if that's what your vibe is. There's a mixture of that here. There is a little modern, a little vintage. And last but not least is let's tuck that back in here, or I'll forget, the envelope with some goodies inside of it. So inside of this is just some journaling cards. Here's an actual card set for you to use some of the ephemera or whatever, some labels, some receipts, a craft cardstock tag, and some guest checks, and a little piece of scrap paper there. And so all of these things will be available in my Etsy shop when you see this video. If you're interested in it, feel free to head on over there and grab it, either for yourself or someone that you think that might be interested, or who enjoys journaling, or is getting ready to take a trip. Maybe they're going to Paris. I don't know. I'd love to go, and I definitely would love this to take along with me. But that being said, guys, anyways, listen, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, if you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed this video, not only do I ask for you to hit the thumbs up button, but go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. I will not charge you. I'm not sending out invoices for subscribing, okay? And for those who are returning subscribers, thanks so much for continuing to come back, for supporting the channel through your words of kindness, encouragement, feedbacks, your comments, and your likes, and your sharing in your creative spaces. Now listen, until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. And don't forget, there will be a link down in the description box to my Etsy shop as always. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.